Hello, my name is Edward Brown of the Co-Edge Image and Charisma Institute, and today I want to talk about charisma. Some years ago, you didn't need charisma. You could go to work for 30, 40 years, have merit, have hard work and substance, and that would be sufficient. But things have changed. Life now calls for you to have a degree of distinction. And if you don't have distinction, a style, a je ne sais quoi quality about you, it's going to be very challenging to be a giant inside your business or profession. I believe that charisma is that component, is that cutting-edge concept that allows you to be distinctive inside your field. Now let's talk about charisma in terms of its definition. The Co-Edge Image and Charisma Institute defines charisma as the creating of perceptions that impact the mind and emotions of others through flair, finesse, and good language. The ability to use style, distinction, a je ne sais quoi quality about you, language, as a means of engaging people to persuade them to do what you want them to do for yourself and their benefit. A synergistic, mutually beneficial concept that allows everyone to have a win-win situation. So charisma is important today because of that nuance alone. Now, why and how do you become more charismatic? You become charismatic by understanding human nature. I read somewhere some years ago that it's not in life what you get in terms of deserving, it's what you command in life. And so what you command in life has everything to do with your lot in life and your station in life. And so charisma is that edge that allows you to get what you want. First thing to understand about charismatic personalities is that charismatic people are mission driven. They have a crusade. Their insecurities, if you will, stemming from childhood, where most people are beaten by their insecurities, charismatic people are emboldened by their insecurities. They've attempted and determined that the most important thing is to show the world my value. That if this to be done, I must do it myself, and no one else can do it at the level I see myself doing. Charismatic people have a sense of crusade and mission. So you have to find first, what is your crusade or mission? What's that void in your product or service that you want to present to the world that allows people to get more value from your contribution and your attributions? Secondly, charismatic people have a sense of isolation and solitude. They don't get their most pristine and best work from people. They don't even necessarily always like being around a bunch of people in forums of this magnitude. They invariably replenish and reset their agenda and their mission in isolation. That's important to know. In the isolation, that charismatic person is reading, ruminating, thinking about the things that he or she wants to achieve over a long period of time. They're big picture thinkers. And so when you're by yourself, you actually are thinking about your next move and the vision in a big picture sense in terms of what you do in an incremental, small sense each and every day. So understand that isolation is a big part of being charismatic. It's not necessarily, again, the roar of the crowd, being in front of people all the time that allows the energy of the give and take to happen for the charismatic person. The person invariably finds their solitude and isolation and strength in that kind of quietude, inner sanctum, and then they bring it to the world stage and people benefit from that exchange. And third, it's important to understand that charismatic people have a sense of, once I find my dream aspirations have been fulfilled, I go to the next level. I have to find another mountain to climb. And so for some people that might be the downside of charisma. Because every time you find another high you achieve, you have to find another high to achieve. And so most people will say, well, how do you find your happiness if you define yourself totally on achievement? Well, that's the whole crux of charismatic personality. The charismatic personality is split as a schism. Sometimes he or she is loved, and oftentimes he or she is disliked. The concept is different from person to person and situation to situation. But it's important to understand that you have to find inside yourself the mission, the sense of isolation, and the sense of what is the next move once I achieve my goals and aspirations in this sense. I believe that that's how success is for most people who are charismatic. They don't ever rely or rest on their laurels. They're always looking for another opportunity to achieve and go to the next level. There are times that we're going to be talking about charisma that it's going to be very, very hardcore. It's not going to be what you've heard in the past. It's going to be in times Machiavellian. But if you can appreciate the concept and embrace it in your life, you will have life on your terms, because for the first time in your life, you'll start doing things on your terms. You'll make the world bend to your will. Because currently, most people think that by playing the game, by doing what's proper and what's nice, not important, not in terms of what's efficient and what's effective, oftentimes leads people not to get what they want. So as we talk more about charisma, you will see that you're getting more of life what you want, because you are feeling empowered for the first time in your life by the things you're doing and the things you're achieving. I believe that's how success is and how charisma plays right into that success. Let's talk more about it. You want to communicate some more? www.core-edge.com. www.core-edge.com.